seventh grade. So this week we are getting into the technical side of theater. So we are going to be kind of looking at an overview of all of the different types of technical theater before we get into kind of some more specifics in the coming weeks. So we're going to look at makeup, and we're going to look at sets and sound and lighting and do a couple of little activities that go along with those. We are going to be using something a little different this week to start things off, and that is our presentation and our questions and things are on Google Slides, but it's using an application called Pear Deck. So I'm going to show you how to use that, but we are going to be doing it in class in real time. So you need to make sure that you're in class on time. So you won't have homework because you're doing it with me, along with me in class. And I'll be able to kind of see the responses as we go. And we'll kind of see how that goes. And, I may kind of post it again for if anybody misses class. But anyway, we'll kind of see how that works. I haven't used Pear Deck before, but from the videos that I've watched and from the lessons that I've seen where people use it, it seems like it's a really good interactive tool, and we can kind of do things together instead of me being like, here you go for it, good luck. So this is a little bit more of us doing it together. So let me show you how to do it. Okay, seventh grade. So this is what a normal Google Slides presentation looks like, at least from the presenter's point of view, before you put it into presentation mode, okay? And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using this thing called Pear Deck, okay? And you don't particularly need to know, except for that when I click Start Lesson, okay, what will come up is we're going to do this instructor paste. Okay. And it's going to give a website to go to, okay? So we're going to go to the website joinpd.com. So instead of going to Google Classroom and clicking on this, you're going to go to this joinpd.com, and then you're going to put in this join code. So very similar to when you've used Kahoots, okay? You have to enter that code, right? So we have to use this code for this, okay? So for instance, let's say that we've done that, okay? So this is live right now, so I'm waiting for students, but you guys aren't doing it yet. So then we're going to get into this presentation, okay? And oops. So you're going to be exploring the essential jobs in theater in order to have a deeper understanding of the theatrical process. And so these are the different kind of jobs in theater that we're going to be looking at. So makeup design, stage crew, scenic design, so the sets, props master, mistress, costume master, mistress, lighting designer, and sound designer. So there are these kind of short videos that we're going to watch together about each of these stage crews, okay? And so then what you're going to do is, as you go through, after we watch that video, you're going to write why the stage crew's jobs are so important for the production, okay? And so this will give me, in real time, who's with me, even if your camera's not on, and, what you learned from that video. And then we're going to watch a couple of videos about makeup design, and then you're going to make your own makeup design, okay? And there is a drawing tool on Pear Deck, which is one of the reasons that I chose to use this tool. And then I think that'll probably take us through Monday, but we'll see how far we go. So then we get into how do sets and props help enhance the story of the play? So in looking at this picture, when and where do you think that this play takes place? What do you assume about the people who live here? And so you're going to then write your response on here. Now, what where you write, you're not, again, this is the teacher presenting this, but when you do this for real, you'll see a place where you are able to type. Okay, and then again, so interpreting this based on this set, what do you think that this play is about? So, and again, remember, we're getting an overview of all these different things, and we'll dig deeper into these in the coming weeks. So there's 2 short videos that we're going to watch about set design and set building, and then we're going to talk about props. Okay, so what is a prop? Okay, and that there are all these different kinds of props. So you have hand props, okay? For instance, you have silverware, platters, a baby. And then we have set dressings, so things that kind of help, like the accessories that help decorate the set. And then you have the set props. So set props are kind of bigger items like furniture type things. And there's kind of a gray line or a gray area there between what is actually set, which is so it's kind of set props. So, and then you're going to summarize, okay? So give me a basic idea of how sets and props can help enhance the story of a play. So what do those do, okay, to help you, make the play better and a better experience for the audience? Okay, so that's probably what we're going to get to by Tuesday. But again, we'll see. So then we're going to move on to kind of the next session, okay, where we're going to start talking about costumes. So you'll see that there are kind of 3 different sections when you think about costume design. So you have period design over here on the left, okay? And then you have kind of established characters and people here on the right, okay? So people that, if you had Michael Jackson in a play, or you had, for instance, this is Tina Turner, or you have Cher here, or SpongeBob, they have to have these basic clothes for people to, recognize who they are. And then you have original designs here at the bottom. Okay, so these don't have like preconceived notions of them because they are new characters, which is very freeing as a costume designer, I have to say. So then we're going to look at 2 short videos. One of them is from The Lion King, which if you've never seen anything of that Broadway show, it is life-changing. It is just so unique and beautiful and incredible. So it is not something you can see, streaming or anything like that, but there are a lot of clips about it online. All right, so then you're going to draw yourself in your costume, okay? So you're going to draw what you currently are wearing, okay? And then what you would wear for a special occasion or a special reason. So maybe a holiday, maybe to go to church, or for a to go to a party or something like that. So next, we're going to talk about lighting design. And here is a clip from Shrek, which most of you watched in my class in 6th grade. It is one of my favorite shows to show to classes. And I generally show it in 6th grade because there's so many places that you can stop. And it's a familiar story that most people know. From the cartoon movie, but how they adapted it to the stage and just how wonderful the acting is, and to be able to see a full Broadway show, in a classroom or in the comfort of your own home is just so amazing. So then we're going to talk about a couple of different properties of light. Okay, so you have color. Okay, here on the left, intensity. Okay, so you see that there's like low lighting here on the top, and then really like hot, intense lighting here on the bottom. And we can see this in our own homes when we think about like the difference between LED lights and light bulbs that are not LED. They have a very different look to them, right? And then this is the direction of the light, so where the light is coming from. Okay. So then we're going to do an activity that involves Flipgrid, and you're going to kind of be using some lighting, so like lamps at home or light or a flashlight or some other things. And so we'll talk about that later. All right, and then we are going to talk about sound. Okay, so for sound, we're going to explore essential jobs in theater, which we've been doing all week, in order to have a deeper understanding of the theatrical process. All right, so a brief video about sound design. Okay, and talking about ambient sound, okay, versus mood music versus sound FX. Okay, and if you were in my class in the spring, we did a Foley sound challenge, which we're going to do something similar again here in the coming weeks. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later, and that is the end. All right, so that's just kind of a preview of what is coming up this week, and for parents to give you an idea of here's what my 7th grader is doing in class. And we're going to do this together. Like I said before, I would really like to try and limit as much as possible how much work you're doing outside of the class time. So here's to a good week.